time. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome in. Sorry, guys. Hold on. This is bothering me. It's been bothering me for a minute. There we go. Just move them up a little bit. They look really low. It's taking longer than expected. For me to get started, or for you? I saw you said you were going to get them up to, whoops, I did not mean to go into the thing. But I saw you said you were going to get to 1.5 likes, or 1,500 likes, which I appreciate. Oh, God. I forgot to click stuff. Tap stuff. No, I don't need anything else. Oh, I'm like, why isn't it working? Oh, okay. Yeah, chill. There we go. Oh my gosh, I just realized my mic... Hold on, you guys probably couldn't even hear me. There you go, my mic was darn near behind me with how far back it was. Oh, and I'm muted. Wow. Okay, I've been muted too. That's lovely. Game I currently have on my 3DS, ironically platinum. Well, hey, no worries. I mean, that works. Why is that? I don't know why everything is reading my mic is being so loud. My mic loud, guys, or You do Delta episode already? I did it last night. Not really? That's weird. TikTok is like saying it's going through the roof. It's like blasting it right now. I could barely hear you, but I still could. Yeah, well, that was because my thing was way behind me, but red again. Got you to 1.5. Okay, I appreciate that, Ghost. Thank you. We're just gonna go default Barry. That be his name, so that's what we're doing. Yo, Big, what is up? What is up? Welcome in. Watching on YouTube on the TV, so I can't chat. Hey, I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that. I appreciate views no matter where they come. All right. I forgot that. Yep, I meant to go into the settings first, and I forgot. I don't know why. I need to get polarized glasses or something. All I can see is the stuff flickering, and I don't know why the green screen is like not loving me right now on my end at least. So finding me 10 million. All right, Bass. L equals A. Let's see. Is there a frame we like? I haven't been looking at frames. Ooh, I might go with that black one. Ugh. All white. Alright. I'm gonna go with the black one. Can't believe you're already on platinum. I'm still in the Delta episode. Yeah, I blitzed through, man. E4 Delta episode. I just ran right through it. Didn't read much. Just kind of blitzed through it. I wanted to get to the good stuff. You know, like platinum. I did not miss save times, though. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire save times. But Had a fun time playing this for the first time. Pokemon Platinum, was this your first time playing it? The last time you played it? Gotta go no by me. Hey, no problem, Ghost. I appreciate that. I see you there. I appreciate you, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, that's on fast speed and it still feels slow. Earlier in the year when I started it. So why was it, you just had a fun time or did something like special happen with it? Give me the running shoes, please. The one bad part about a lot of these early games is the beginning parts are slow. I had a fun time, that's all. Okay, I didn't know if like you found a shiny or something randomly or anything like that. Alright, this is bothering me, hold on. First of all, lower that about a half a notch. And 2. Is it coming through on my... No, on TikTok it's fine. Oh, I am being eaten alive. Hold on. Right, that's a little... I mean, you can still see it is the problem. I don't know. I don't have good lightings. Or good lightings? Good lighting, so... Can't really fix it, but... Oops. Dang it. Gym 4 game special, especially... Yeah. The Diamond and Pearl are, like, the worst examples of it, for sure. But... Don't eat the streamer man alive. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Boop, 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 bum, 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 bum. Oh, wow, we just heard this for about 5 minutes. Boom, ba-da-boom. Not that I'm complaining. GOATED theme. You can ask 100 times, the answer will never change. We love Pokemon, even though we're trying to run in to not get them. All right, guys, it's starter time. I can't remember which one comes first. Alright, there we go. Everyone on TikTok, top left, I believe if you're on mobile is where it should be. I started the poll. Gives random children extremely rare Pokemon instead of his lab assistant. Hey, he gives his lab assistant one too. Nexo, if you wanna just guess which one I'm putting, I can I don't think, can I vote? No, I can't vote, but bum bum doop 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 bum 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 bum. Yeah, Dawn gets the scraps. Every rival always gets the scraps. We always choose first. All right. Which one, guys? Which one do you think? Is it gonna be Turtwig? Is it gonna be Chimchar? Or is it gonna be Piplup? Take your guesses. Ooh, excuse me. "30 seconds left, guys. Drop your guesses for the poll. Which starter do you think we're gonna be taking here? Nice and even. No one's broken away with it yet. Is someone gonna be the decider? It should be in the top left if you're on mobile. I don't know where it is if you're not on mobile. That's just where I've been told. Oh, tie has been broken. Also, if you guys didn't see, since it's platinum, we got the Giratina patch on for good luck. And poll is closed. Piplup has won. And Piplup was correct. So, as of this morning, I was picking Chimchar. And then as I've done with the last 2 games, I was going through my my team and decided that team is a bit too basic. And I wanted to change it up. So, I got some curveballs I'm going to be throwing this time. I'm excited to throw some curveballs your guys' way. You're going to be seeing some surprises because I know what some of you are saying already. Gen 4 is notorious for not having any fire types, so why would I pass up on a fire type? And I just want to say I have a curveball I'm throwing you guys. And you'll have to find out at some other time. Alright, this is going to be really annoying. This is the bad part about choosing Piplup. Is that he gets withdraw, and unless you crit, you're basically just playing a waiting game. Like, alright, we're just going to go to -6. We're going to be here for a minute. Staraptor, Lucario, Floatzel, Luxray, Garchomp, huh? Excuse me. Take out the Staraptor and put in the Togekiss that you get from the Togepi egg from Cynthia. No, I'm kidding. That's not it. But... are you gonna catch our Lord and Savior Bidoof? I mean, I probably will, but not for the reason you're thinking. So you're getting Magmortar? How would I get Magmortar? I can't trade. You gotta trade to get Magmortar. It's not like other games where it's like a use item or whatever. Hey, we chose the same starter. I mean, Piplup is goated, so there's always a way. Unfortunately, not this time, because I can't cheat my way through. Rapidash? No, it's got to be from the same generation. Like I said, I got curveballs for you guys. Because that's the thing. Who says I'm even going to use a fire type? I almost didn't in Heart Gold, so... Rotom Heat. All the Rotom forms in this game are actually still... they're all Electric Ghost. They didn't get their secondary typings until Gen 5. Fun fact. No, Big. I think in that case, it's you're missing a couple zeros after the one there. If you fulfill all the conditions of your message, I think you're missing a couple zeros there. But hey, Jack Park with the follow. Thank you so much. Why did that get cut off? What in the world? What? Hold on. What just happened? Why is that like that? Hold on. Now I gotta fix this. Okay, there we go. That's why. It was set to the wrong thing for some reason. But, there we go. Should have done Renegade Platinum. Trade user level for the special item. Yeah, but I'm doing vanilla for everything. I would not be opposed to, like, playing Renegade Platinum after. Because I have played it before. It's very fun. I like all out of the Drayano stuff. But, by the way, we're gonna be here for a minute because of this. Terrible game design, giving a starter of the opponent a defense boosting thing with only defense or with only physical attacks. And we're about to be in Red Bar where we're going to be hearing that, but just started a platinum run today as well. Well, then, like, you're not the first person to come in and say, like, oh, hey, you're playing the game I also just started. It happens a lot. So what I say to all of them is it's just coincidence. You were meant to be here. It was fate. So I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. And yeah, welcome. I hope we come along for the whole journey. I hope you can be here. I appreciate you being here. Get the latest game Weavile. I mean, Weavile is on the table. It's Gen 4 Pokemon, but if they evolve from previous Pokemon, they're on the table. Like how I did with Crobat in Gen 2, because it evolved from Golbat, which was Gen 1, but Crobat itself is Gen 2. So Weavile would be on the table. Think I know what he's going to do, or perhaps I thought too hard. Hit me with it, Big. Hit me. What are you thinking? I'm curious. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, but just hit me with it. Did that not save me? No, it did. Why does it still feel so slow? It's the one thing I do. I did not want to talk to you. The one thing I do. Oops. And I'm already blanking on things. But the one thing I do miss about playing randomizers and stuff, because I used to play a lot of those before I started streaming and stuff, before I started playing through all the versions, is the instant text. Like, oh, you take it for such granted when you're playing those. Alright, and I gotta do it over here too. But it's okay, because the music in this game is phenomenal, so I don't mind listening to it for a little bit. There we go. All right. Trade a Magmar with a Magmarizer on Heart Gold to Platinum. That's a lot of work. I don't think I could even do that. Thinking Bronzong, but it's pretty early. I mean, Bronzong's a really good Pokemon, especially in this game. I mean, that's what I learned from playing Gen 3, is that a lot of those like bulky Pokemon still work really well in playthroughs, because you just have to have enough like HP or enough damage to knock some stuff out. So living hits is actually really good. Might be my favorite game. It's between this and Black and White. I mean, those are my top two. It's Black 2 and White 2 are one unit at the top, and then Platinum is number 2. This is my number 2 favorite game. But, like, oh my, oh, the soundtrack, I love it so much. I could fall asleep to this music right now. Melody Jacobs, that is super Midnight. Nice, Mallow. Nice. That sounds awesome. We're gonna ignore the evil stuff that's happening right now. Sir, I'm playing this right now too. You're not even the first person tonight to come in and say that. It's fate. You were meant to be here. It's destiny. So like I told him, Jack, he's still in here right now. Jack Park, and you Cole, you two both. It was meant to be. You gotta be here now. You gotta join. You gotta stick around for the whole journey. We've all been summoned by playing a fantastic game, so I'll take it. What's your favorite Pokemon game? My favorite Pokemon game is technically 2 games, but it's Pokemon Black and White and Pokemon Black and White 2 as a unit at the top of my tier list, and then Platinum is number 2, like right below it. Like they're like here and here, and then after that it gets a little tricky, so I'm not 100% sure, but Pokemon White came in the middle, and the dude even left a nice little note. Go. I swear I just downloaded it on my phone. Oh, well, I'm playing on an actual DS, but still. This isn't a mod, right? It's just regular gameplay? Correct. Completely regular playthrough. And I forgot to tweet. My bad. Hold on. I'm throwing. All right. There we go. Just modded my 3DS today and started Pokemon White. Nice. I mean, you started playing a good game. I think bag space is unlimited in this, right? All right. This is the best Pokemon game of all time. It's my number 2. Number 2. But I agree. There's even a save file on it. You got anything good on there? Any legendaries? Any shinies? Any cheated in Pokemon? That's the best. If you ever buy a Pokemon game used, I've bought one ever used, and you gotta check the save file. Let's Go clears. Yeah, let's go out back so I can show you the. Like, no, good, not bad games. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind Let's Go, but the only thing Let's Go clears is my brain, because I feel like all of my intelligence just goes in and out. All right. I feel like it's a little basic. But good name, Bonaparte. I believe that's how you spell it. If I spelled it wrong, that's really embarrassing because I was a history major for like a semester, but now I gotta look it up because now it's bothering me. Nope, that's right. We're good. I feel like I always end up with the same team in this game. So I had a team built that was very, very close to the basic team that everyone builds. Right before I started stream, like part of the reason I was so late. Whoops. Part of the reason I I took so long starting stream was because I was trying to remake my team because it was so, what's it called, like, basic. So I changed some stuff up. I added in some curveballs that I feel like almost nobody has ever used on a playthrough of this game for one reason or another. But and there was one more. I'll tell you right now. I wanted so hard to fit an Abomasnow into my team. I was trying to make it work because Ice Grass is actually an outstanding offensive type. Like, it's actually really good. Ice is a great offensive type and Grass isn't bad. It's just weak defensively, but it's a playthrough, so it doesn't matter. But constant hail in a generation, because in Generation 4, weather doesn't end. Weather is permanent. In every generation before Gen 6, I think. Because I think Gen 5 weather was permanent too. So constant hail just didn't seem very fun. But name one of your Pokemon after me. I can do that once I can actually catch them. I can't actually catch any new Pokemon yet. But Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum is up there. Oh, Diamond and Pearl, no. Diamond and Pearl are stinky ucky in my opinion. But Platinum is really good. Platinum fixes a lot of problems Diamond and Pearl had. Because there was a lot of them. So is this where I have to go back and talk to Mom? Do I have to do that first? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought, unfortunately. Chatot? No Chatot. I don't feel like getting yelled at by myself on every time I send it out. I'll follow if you do. Well, you gotta wait. I can't actually catch anything yet, but yes, we have all used Pachirisu in this game. You got me. I didn't even know you catch Pachirisu, to be honest. Didn't know Heart Gold Soul Silver was after Platinum, so I'm gonna have to give that a try and see. And you're not missing out on too much with those games. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum being Gen 4 as a whole. Gen 4 as a whole is, honestly, if we're talking Gen 4 as a whole, it's extremely weak. I hate Gen 4 as a whole. I only really care for Platinum. But Platinum is GOATED, so it carries a lot of it. Since my Platinum game is corrupted, I downloaded it. I do remember you saying your Platinum got corrupted, Tux. I'm sorry to hear that again, but at least you can play along. Did you see what I said about the save? The Samurai and the Joltik? Yeah, I did. Platinum is Gen 4, though? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Platinum, GOATED. Number 2 best game of all time. Diamond, Pearl, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, anything else Gen 4 related, really? Doo-doo. Trash. Garbage. Belongs in the garbage. There are side games that came out in Generation 4 that I would rather play over base Diamond and Pearl and base Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Didn't even realize my team was the default until today. I just like all of them. No, there's a reason it's the default. It's because those are all the coolest ones in the game. But no, don't feel bad. I mean, it's not just a you thing. It is literally, there are memes about it for a reason that every single person, oh, I'm going to use a new Pokemon or a new team when I go through Platinum, and then you end up Infernape, Staraptor, Garchomp, Luxray, Floatzel / Gastrodon. I've seen both versions, but water type, and then I can't remember the 6th one, what I've already said, but yeah, no, it's a meme for a reason. Those are the best Pokemon from the generation, and those are the most popular and cool looking ones. So kind of don't want to reset the save. It says they started April 2011. I mean, depending, if you have a way to back up the save, you could back that up and then just restart over it, but anime music and evolution is like one of the best. Anime, maybe. I've never watched the Gen 4 anime extensively. I watched a little bit of it when I was a kid, just if it was on, because I like Pokemon, so I'd be like, oh, Pokemon's on, let me watch it. Never went out of my way to watch it, though. And yeah, I mean, so I can't speak for the anime very much. I want to eventually go through and rewatch a lot of the anime. I just don't have a lot of time. So But speaking of with not a lot of time, actually, guys, make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel because I just finished all of my finals for this semester at college. I'm not taking any summer classes, so all summer I'm going to be putting out non-stop content leading up to ZA. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube so that you don't miss out on any of it, and follow on Twitch too because I'm going to be streaming a lot on TikTok and Twitch if you're not following there. So, yes. Excuse me. Yeah, be sure to, you do not want to miss it, guys. I got a ton of content planned. I'm going to be trying to do close to daily uploads on TikTok now that I'll have time to do that. I've been doing like daily homework and studying and stuff for exams. That's why I haven't been able to put out a lot of content. But the second that hits, the summer hits now, I'm going to be trying to pump out content. So, alright. I'm buying 10 more Pokeballs immediately. I don't think I really need that. That's a spot in my number 2. Black and white just feels like there's more variety. Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure. Like, I have finals on the last 3 days. Technically my finals aren't due, or the ones I took or whatever weren't due until Monday. Technically I had until Monday, but I just wanted to get them knocked out. I don't know what happened to Pokemon. It went downhill. I disagree. People say that, but I genuinely think the reason people say that is only because the Switch was a little bit of a flawed console and people don't read. Like, that is the biggest thing. If people read the stories of Generation 8 and Generation 9, I think they would be up there with people as top Pokemon games of all time. I don't know where I'm going while I'm going back that way. Generation 9 has some of the best Pokemon designs in the whole series, and I will stand by that. Like, top 2. Maybe not even top 2. Maybe top 1. That's how goated they are. What's up? No? I still never figured out how to say your name, but I remember you from last night. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Studying for AP World, but I chose not to. Here, you're studying for AP World. I got Bonaparte right here. Hey, Kaiju Lara with the follow. Thank you so much on Twitch. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Too many inanimate object Pokemon now I feel? No, that's what's great. Pokemon aren't meant to just be imitations of living creatures. They're meant to be imitations of, like, just everything. Like, they're like mimics almost, so. Anyways. Black, White 2 starters are garbage? Agree. That's the weakest part of Black and White 2. The weakest Pokemon, the weakest part, 100%. You are not incorrect. Please be able to run away. Okay, thank you. Putting off studying for AP World until the week before. Putting off studying for any AP thing until the week before. Studying in general. I'm not a studier. How do you guys study, chat? Do you guys actually study? Or do you guys just kind of like do what I do where like I'll maybe go over the information like 10 minutes before I take an exam just to kind of like bring it back into the front of my memory and then I'll just go off memory. I don't study at all. Like I don't do well. Like it's not a good thing. It's definitely not healthy, but I just don't study. That's how I do it. No, Heimler is not the GOAT. No. Scarlet Violet tries too much with designs. I quite like the more basic Pokemon. No, there's nothing wrong with the basic Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. I just think that people say the designs from Scarlet and Violet are bad, but like they haven't actually like looked at them. Like they're goated. Chow Chow with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I appreciate that. I was gonna look something up. And now I don't remember what I was gonna look up. Oh well. That actually bothers me. I was gonna look something up and now I don't remember. But anyways. That bothers me so much. I do this a lot. I go to look something up and then I just completely blank on it, but I wouldn't call it basic. I would just say the Pokemons that make sense. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some that are questionable, but in your honest opinion, who would you say are the top 5 hardest Pokemon battles? Top 5 hardest? All right, Volo from Legends Arceus is up there. Top 5. I'm not gonna put them in an order. I would have to think about it, but definitely up there for top 5. Red has got to be up there if you're fighting him like at any sort of like reasonable level. Like you're not all level 100s with full legendaries and stuff, just wiping him. That's not fun. But Red has got to be up there. I'm trying to think of like hard battles that like you wipe on. I mean, hard for different reasons, but there's like a teacher battle in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that for some reason wipes a lot of people and is actually like a Nuzlocke killer, supposedly. So that's up there. I'm trying to think of other ones that are just like notoriously hard. Scarlet and Violet makes no sense at all. No quality, no depth. You cannot seriously believe Scarlet and Violet has no depth. I am sorry. There are literally 3 separate storylines that all combine into one, and then the DLC also ties into some of those storylines a little bit, and then has a second DLC that also ties into itself. Like, what? And no quality, yet some of those Pokemon are some of the best designed Pokemon we've had in like ages. Like, I am a Sword and Shield defender from deep in my soul, and I myself will say that Sword and Shield's designs are weak compared to Scarlet and Violet. How Togedemaru is. Any of the totem battles are honestly a little hard. I will give you that. Totem battles are a little iffy. Teacher battle is easily the worst. It's a killer for sure. I don't do a lot of Nuzlocks or speedruns or anything, but I've heard it can ruin those, so. Got Pokemon Green created in motor vehicles. Yeah, in the same way that Gen 1 had Pokemon being created from Pokeballs with eyes. And a mound of purple goo that just transforms into anything. Or, you know, like... Every generation has its weak Pokemon. Scarlet and Violet's weak Pokemon are just mounds better than other generations' weak Pokemon. Nah, man, totally different thing. It's not, though! You want to talk about basic or Pokemon designs that make no sense? They're mimics. They're mimics from, like, fantasy stuff. They're meant to look like an item that makes you think it's an item, but it's actually a living thing. Sayad? I'm not sure how you say that, but thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I appreciate that. So that video of Pachirisu surviving a Draco Meteor and winning a championship, I'm catching it. Word up. And that will be the most Saud? Okay. Well, welcome in. I appreciate the follow. But that Pachirisu surviving that Draco Meteor ruined his life. Because now everyone just assumes he loves Pachirisu. Okay, I wanted to catch a Starly because I am going to be a little basic here. And I was trying to find one that's level 4, but they all just want to keep coming at level 2. So I'm just going to catch one at level 2. Oh, wait, that's what I was looking up. I remember now. Ha 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 ha. Buy a game. I agree. Top 2 game of all time. Well, okay, top 3 depending on how you look at it, but also I hope we're able to debate this. Oh no, of course. It's all opinion. Just catch a Staravia later on. I could, but I want it now. No, it's all opinion. Like, I'm never gonna I'm never gonna bash someone for, like, someone could say BDSP was their favorite Pokemon game, and I'd understand it. I don't think there is a bad Pokemon game or a bad Pokemon. People just, people have different opinions, that's all. So yeah, no. I'm not mad at you or anything. No, you're good. Oh, Adamant, let's go! I knew I had to catch this one. I'm not even gonna bother checking the IVs, but it's Adamant, so. Pokemon Platinum is my one of all time. See, I mean, I can understand where you're coming from with that. It's my number 2, but I don't think it would be wrong to say it's number 1. Oh, also, Texas with the follow. Thank you so much. I forgot to say that. But yes, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. But no, yeah, I just think personally, Scarlet and Violet has some of the best Pokemon designs. The stories are fantastic. Like, I did a whole, I don't know if you've watched it, but I did a whole breakdown of Generation 9, well, a mini breakdown on my TikTok page or my YouTube Shorts, whichever one you'd prefer to watch. But yeah, I've been going through and like ranking them all on a tier list, but it's kind of been, like I said, I've been stalled out doing homework and exams and stuff like that, so I haven't actually posted the next one. But yeah, I did do a full like breakdown thing on there if you want to go watch it to kind of explain why I think everything. And I plan on revisiting probably maybe towards more the end of the year and going back through all the generations and like giving in-depth analysis. Probably posting that on YouTube as a full video, but. Arven is the best story IMO. Arven's the most heart-wrenching for sure. Like, Pokemon has never really, like, they have explored the concept of like death and mortality before, but not like in a way that felt so personal. It's always just kind of been like, oh, the Lavender Tower is where Pokemon go to die. It's never been like, this is where your Pokemon died, or like your Pokemon is going to die one day and go here. That was the first time they've really kind of been in like a situation of like, oh, death is like a real thing in the Pokemon universe, like both with his Mabostiff and with his parents. Like, so it's definitely like the hardest hitting. Also, I'm catching a Shinx too. Surprise. I'm being basic. Watch, this is gonna be modest now to haunt me. Was the Arceus story any good? Arceus was amazing, in my opinion. Top 5 game if you count it as a main game. If you don't count it as a main game, it's still a very good one, but. I know they're not placed. Hold on, guys. I'm getting to them in a second. I will say this is one theme from Gen 4 I'm not a big fan of, is the catch theme. It seems like about 40 BPM faster than it really should be. And it's like just a little pitched too high in my opinion, but still good. All right, now I gotta do them on here. So let me get out of this then. I'm complaining about it and then I'm just sitting here. Dang it, I forgot to nickname it. I mean, I don't have a nickname for it off the top of my head, but. All right. Last one, almost done resizing and moving these things. That one is actually almost perfect. There we go. All right. Platinum, Emerald, Legends, Arceus, Silver. Oh, your top 5? Yeah, I mean, that's a good top 5. All of those games are really popular for a reason, so I can, that makes sense. Creative. It's giving Transformers. I mean, it's separate from Transformers, though, because Transformers, you know, they turn from a thing into a thing. This Pokemon it's always a Pokemon. But I was late because I needed to remake my team. Be quiet, Big. These are the only 3, and yes, I know they're basic, but you want to know why? Because I was going to use a Magnezone, but I can't because I'm using an Empoleon. Plus, Magnemite is not available until the Fuego Ironworks, which is way later into the game. So I can't even really get to that. And the other electric types in this game are Pachirisu and there's one more, and I can't remember what it is. They're not good though. That's my point. No spark yet. Whatever. You have Intimidate. Like here, I'll even double check my typings right now. I'll put them into the calculator thing. For what the rest of my team is. What was the other one? Let me see. Is there Basic team curse might be unbreakable. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a reason they're still popular like to this day. But did you hear that Gen 10 might be centered in Greece and the Legends of Zeus and Poseidon? I didn't, but that would be kind of lit. Ow! Please stop. You're hurting me. I spent too much money in buying my Pokemon collection back. Oh, I mean, everything is so expensive nowadays, especially for Pokemon. Just proving the DP are mid. Diamond and Pearl are extremely mid, but just use a Roserade and a Cranidos. So I was gonna use a Roserade, except you want to know what Roserade gets for poison type moves? Poison Sting. That is it. Without TMs, the only poison type move that entire family line gets is Poison Sting. And I'm not using Poison Sting on a special attacker for the first, like, 7 gyms of the game before I get access to Sludge Bomb as a TM. So no, I'm not using a Roserade. What's DPP? Diamond Pearl and Platinum, Cole. DP and then PT for Platinum. Platinum starters final edition has double typing. Almost every starter has double typing though. The only ones that don't are like Blastoise from Gen 1, all of the Gen 2 starters don't, but then all the Gen... No, Sceptile doesn't in Gen 3. But still, usually 2 of the 3 at least have dual typings. So I don't think that's necessarily something you can hold against it, but... Alright, so options I could use instead of the Luxury Relay, because the problem with my team, and you can try to figure this out if you want to, I have a weakness to a flying and electric. So the only thing that resists both flying and electric by itself is electric. Now, I could use a rock type would help with that, so I could use like a Rhyperior, but that would be another trait evolution I can't get. Or I could use, yeah, like a Rampardos, but Rampardos is, I mean, it's whatever. It's not bad, but... So... Say Pokemon Black has aged the best. I'd say those games are really good, have aged really well. I don't know if I'd say they've aged the best. I mean, I'd have to sit and think about that, but... Use a Roserade on my first Platinum playthrough. Don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic Pokemon. I love Roserade, but it's just it's so hard to use when you don't get stabbed. It's the same thing with Venusaur. Venusaur also doesn't get any poison type stab in most games, especially like Gen 1 games, which is why it's so hard to use. The only poison move it gets is poison powder, basically. Also, we're gonna be here for a minute because I'm gonna be grinding. I need to grind up the Starly to get a couple more levels. Level 2 ain't cutting it. Please don't hurt me. I think you can get Gible early in Platinum after the second gym. You can. That's why everyone uses it, because you can get it so early in this game. Yeah, you 100% can. Yeah, sadly, like I'm going back through. Luxray is basically the only thing that even a little bit fits into what I'm trying to do. Or into my team, rather. So. Want to start a Pokemon Black playthrough, but I'm torn between the starters. Yeah, the starters of those games, that's always the hardest choice in those games, because the starters are all mid, but... You can use Gible, but by the time you get to Sphere Pillar, it's 10 levels under. Yeah, for sure. That's the problem with using pseudos in games like these, is that the level curve. I don't think a lot of people know about, like, EXP level curves. So, like, people just assume everything's going to level at the same rate, but it doesn't. And then they wonder why their Gible and stuff takes so much more training. But... I've been saying all this about the basic team as if I'm not going to go remake it in my run. That's exactly it. You always say, oh, I'm not going to do that, you know. I'm going to be better. I'm going to try something different. But then you always end up gravitating back to what you know. Of course, now I find a level 4 Starly. Whatever, I got an adamant one. I don't need you. Get out of my face. What 6-man team are you going for? You'll have to stick around and find out. I reveal it as I catch it, so. That's why I do shiny only sometimes. What, just for the challenge, or just so you could try new things, or? Now they got stuff like Zemus. Well, Dynamax and Gigantamax are the same thing. I mean, I think those are some of the best ideas they've ever had, because they're keeping the series fresh rather than just regurgitating, oh, here's a new type, or oh, here's more Mega Evolutions, and pretty soon every Pokemon has a Mega Evolution, which then defeats the whole purpose of Mega Evolution, because the best Pokemon more than likely would be the ones that you use the Mega Evolutions on, and then like it would just be the worst thing. I think cycling through the gimmicks or whatever and creating new ones that change, like everyone's always wondered, oh, what if this Pokemon could have a third type, or what if this Pokemon was this type? Terrestrialization kind of fixes that, you know. Dynamax and Gigantamax were kind of just like, what if any Pokemon could be a tank, and you know, they made it kind of like Z moves but a little bit more nerfed. So, I don't know. I think Jasper, stop knocking off with the Mega Charizard Z. You're going to speak it into existence, and no one wants that. But no, I think the gimmicks are keeping the game fresh. I think they're, better, smart ideas that actually made sense. They do make sense, though. Like, what would you have rather them done? Like I said, just make every Pokemon a Mega, or just give every Pokemon randomly another type or a different type. Like, then they are doing that with regional forms, like, but regional forms aren't enough to just completely make a gimmick. If you don't change at least something, it'll be just the same game over and over and over again, and then people will complain about how the games are boring and they never, you know, nothing ever changes. That's how I would see it, at least. If I were playing a game and Actually come up with something that doesn't feel rushed. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what could they possibly do that wouldn't feel rushed? I mean, like, I think terastallizing and like Dynamaxing and stuff like that were very well thought out. I mean, they considered almost Z moves. I don't think were thought out, and ironically, those were the ones that probably had the most time put into them, because Z moves are literally just a big nuke button that just kills whatever you're going up against. Even if it's resisted, you're still taking like 80%, because the Pokemon that's using the Z move is almost always offensive. So like, you're going to be taking damage. So need to brainstorm in a room with also Game Freak. Well, Game Freak's the designer. They're the ones who come up with it. Nintendo has nothing to do with Pokemon or like anything like that. Game Freak does 99% of the Pokemon developing and like brainstorming and stuff. So all these problems are Game Freak problems. That's why Game Freak headquarters are the ones in most Pokemon games. Like, if you ever go into an office building and it's a bunch of people, oh, I'm the sound designer, I'm this, I'm that. It's the Game Freak headquarters. A flying type almost just lost to a Burmy. That sentence should never be uttered. This is why you don't catch things at level 2, chat. Just don't do it. Just avoid it. How do you outspeed? Oh, I didn't check your nature. I really should. Everyone who's in here right now, by the way, I don't know if I've said it yet, but I hope you're having a fantastic night. Let me know how your day's been going. I appreciate you being here. So thank you for all of your support, all of your representation and being here. You know, it means a lot. Pardon, I read something about Game Freak not being too involved in the latest games they had put out. Well, Game Freak didn't have a lot of input in BDSP. They offloaded BDSP because they were working on Legends Arceus, so they gave that to Ilka or whatever, and that's why BDSP were kind of questionable, because Game Freak didn't have a lot of input, and they interpreted. Oh, and my Piplup's modest, sassy. I don't remember what I think that's plus special defense minus speed, or vice versa. Plus special defense minus speed. Alright, not great, but not the worst thing for a Luxray. Luxray's not the fastest anyways. What's BDSP? Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They're the remakes for Diamond and Pearl that they made. But they are almost one-to-one remakes, just with updated graphics. And Diamond and Pearl themselves were not good games. Like I was saying earlier, they're not even close to my favorite. Platinum is its own thing. It has different story and a lot of other things updated with it that make it feel good, but... Is that your favorite starter? Piplup? No, not my favorite. It's not even probably my favorite from this generation necessarily, but I still like it. I like all the Gen 4 starters. But like, they weren't involved in games like Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield. I don't know how that would be true. I would not believe that to be true. I would not be surprised if they're offloading some of their workload from those games. That would not surprise me at all. But to say they're not very involved, that, I don't know. Also, I'm gonna make myself a little bigger. I like kind of small. That's what I heard and saw. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's hard for me to believe that they, as a majority owner of the Pokemon company and like the ones that put their name on every Pokemon product, basically. My cat is breaking stuff. But the ones that put their names on like every Pokemon product, it's just hard for me to believe that they would just not want to be involved in the biggest media franchise in the world. But like I said, I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just hard for me to believe. I'm hoping for Unova remakes. I think we're probably getting them next year. I think they're going to release ZA. I think that's why they're taking their time on ZA2, is because they also wanted to be working on something else. So they're giving them enough time to work on both. So that way when we get... Because we're more than likely getting Gen 10 next year, because next year is the 30th year anniversary of Pokemon. So we're probably getting Gen 10 next year. But then we'll also probably get Unova remakes at least announced next year. Would be my guess. Because I doubt ZA is going to get a ton of... Like, Scarlet and Violet got support and are still getting support in the form of, like, all the raid battle events and stuff. I don't think ZA is going to get all that support. They're probably going to be supported for about a year. And then they'll probably be cut off or whatever. So... Not sure if I fully believe it, but if it's true, it would make a lot of sense. See, I disagree. I love terrestrialization. That's my favorite one of the gimmicks they've brought so far. Because it's the most fair. It's the most... Okay, there is a hair stuck to my glasses. That's what I've been trying to get at for the last 10 minutes. But it's the most fair. It's the one that makes the most sense. It's the coolest because you can literally just make your Pokemon change type. It gets stab in that type. You know? You can make your Charizard become a dragon finally, like... No, don't get me wrong. The looks are terrible. I wish we could do it without the hats. Don't get me wrong about that. I do disagree with... Or I don't like that. But I think all the other stuff is actually really cool. The application part of it is really good. Which is your favorite starter in this one? Probably Chimchar and then Infernape. And then probably Torterra. Second, and then Empoleon third for finals, and then yeah, probably Piplup third for the first stages too. Whoops, I forgot to heal. Luxray was a clutch for the playthrough I just did on Plat. I'm hoping he comes in clutch for me too. I'm hoping. It's giving Digimon, sorry. No, like I said, I understand. I know why a lot of people don't like terrestrialization or whatever. Like, a lot of my friends that played the games didn't like it for that exact same reason. It just looked, like, weird. But the thing is, they had to have a way to make it identifiable in the game or whatever. Like, they can't just put a tag on it that says, oh, this Pokemon's water type now. Oh, this Pokemon's, you know, dragon type now. They had to actually, like, put something physically noticeable that you would be able to look at and immediately say, okay, yes, that's this type. So I get why they did it, but no, I'm not disagreeing with you. The hats look really, really bad. Especially certain ones. Like, I actually don't mind the fire hat. That's kind of, the Chandelure is kind of cool. Or Chandelier, not Chandelure. The water hat, that's like the water drops coming out. That's kind of cool. But like the dark type hat is just like a little like evil guy. And it's like, what? I love the ghost type hat. How it's the original Gen 1 sprite for the ghosts. I really like that. But like grass type is just a bunch of flowers. It's like whatever. Normal type is, yeah, just a big gem. That's whatever. Alright, well, that's annoying. Mega Evolutions made sense. I was like, okay, this is new, but it made sense. So at the same time, being fresh in addition to the game. Yeah, and then Mega Evolutions ran their course through Gen 6 and Gen 7, and so they discontinued them. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, if they had kept introducing new Mega Evolutions, Mega Evolution wouldn't have been new and fresh. It would have been rehashed, reused. That's why they took a break from them, and now everyone is hyped for them to come back because they took a break. Had they kept pushing them, we would have been like, oh, more Megas. No, we don't need more Megas. But can you explain what is a Gen 9 gimmick? So in Gen 9, they introduced terrestrialization, which is just a big word to say that when you have once per battle the ability to change any of your Pokemon to a specific type that is set up before the battle starts, then it becomes that... Of course you crit me. It becomes that one single type for the rest of the battle, but it still gets the bonuses of the type that it was before, and it gets the bonuses and defenses of the type it becomes. So like if I have a Charizard that's a fire and flying type, and I turn it into a rock type, it still gets bonuses from fire and flying type moves, and it would also get bonuses from rock type moves, but it would only be weak to the types that rock type is weak to. It wouldn't be weak to types that fire or flying type are weak to, other than if they overlapped, which they do for a lot. Like water is super effective against both, but I'm saying they could have come up with other different ideas like that. Yeah, but different. How do you have an idea that's like Mega Evolution without making more Megas? If you just make more different forms, they're just going to be Megas but called something different. And they were making different forms. Like, they introduced Megas in Gen 6. Well, then in Gen 7 is when they started introducing the different forms of the regular Pokemon in regional forms, and they've been doing that a lot. And then now in Gen 9, they started releasing the Convergent or Covergent or whatever Pokemon, which are Pokemon that look and are named similar to other Pokemon, but are completely different species. They just happen to evolve similarly or whatever, which is like a real thing in nature. So, like, they're trying hard to not just do the same thing over and over again, but, like, people just only care for Megas because Megas were the ones that people liked. I'm not saying to make more Megas, I'm saying they could have taken some time to actually sit down and... Yeah, but, like, that's what I'm saying. I think they did sit down. They sat down and said, okay, before Gen 7, we made certain Pokemon be able to turn into a super powerful form of themselves once per battle or whatever, and you can have one per team, and they're powered up for the whole battle. How do we make them, or how do we do something different? Oh, what if we made one move from a Pokemon super powerful, you know, by the use of a stone, like into a 200 power base move, can't be blocked by Protect, you know, let's do that. Okay, that sounds good, powering up one move per battle. Okay, a little bit weak, but that's why everyone doesn't like Z moves. They're simultaneously weak because they only power up certain moves, and they're also extremely strong because they're basically just a nuke and you can't protect yourself from that. That's not what I'm saying. I don't know what you're saying then. Like, you're saying they need to come up with new ideas, but then when you have the new ideas, it's not, like, I don't know. I'm just confused, that's all, I guess. But adding a Starling and Shinx to your team for Gen 4 is just a canon event for all of us. I tried not to, I really did, but there's nothing else that fits my team like those two do. I wish there was something else, I tried. You chose Piplup? I did, I don't know. I know I said I wasn't going to last night, and then I changed my mind because I tried making a team, and it just was really, it was like 4 of the 6 Pokemon were ones that are on every single Sinnoh team. You have a potion. I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash out. I don't even remember what I was saying. I wish we could have an in-person meeting with Nintendo and Game Freak. I mean, me too. Because I tell them they're doing a great job. I'm back. Welcome back, Ghost. Welcome back. But yeah, I tell them they're doing a great job. I love all the additions they're making. I think the DLCs, while yes, it's annoying to have to pay for DLC in a Pokemon game, especially when a lot of the DLC Pokemon are really good. So if you play competitive, it's a... Stop critting me! It's a pseudo paywall. Like... Okay, I crit right back. Couldn't have done that earlier, but... Like, yes, there are some things they're doing that I don't agree with that are a little obnoxious, but for the most part, I think these games have been some of the highest quality games we've ever gotten. People just don't like Scarlet and Violet because, oh, it runs at less than 60 frames per second, which will be fixed now when the Switch 2 comes out, because they're going to be adding the booster pack or whatever they called it. But what game you gonna okay tomorrow? Is this supposed to be play? I don't stream tomorrow. I stream Monday, Wednesday. Well, actually, I won't be streaming Monday. It's gonna be Tuesday, Wednesday this week. I can tell you that right now. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Alright. Let me put you in front. And actually, I'm gonna go fight some because you really need a new move. Like, you still just have Pound, and that's not working for me. You need Bubble. You're not a trainer, right? Okay. I want to do a playthrough on the same game. Well, then hop on Platinum. I'm not that far into it. you could hop in and probably catch up to me in like 10 minutes. So, not more than 10 minutes, but like pretty quickly is my point. Nothing but the graphics because I came out with a game that made sense with the same cool graphics. It just feels forced. It feels rushed. Feels like a money grab. I mean, that's what I'm saying though. I disagree. The only part that feels like a money grab is the fact that they're kind of basing the games, and especially some of the competitive angle, on the DLCs. Like putting some of the best Pokemon from the generation behind the DLCs. That's the only part to me that feels like a money grab. And at the same time, no one is forcing people to use those Pokemon. You can build the team without using those Pokemon. And your team is just as good. You have an equal chance of winning as anyone else. But how long will you be live? I don't know. Probably another hour to hour and a half or so. Plan enough followers to join then if you were going to soul lock. Oh, I'm not worried about followers. I just wouldn't want to stream a series or anything like that with someone because my schedule is so unreliable. Like, I'm always canceling streams and then having to go back and stuff like that. Like, I would just feel bad. I would be a terrible person to work with. Don't you get Palkia in this game? You get both. You get Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina in this game. You can get, or I said both, all three. Football practices and stuff. Yeah, no, I get it. Like I said, my schedule's a little bit better now that I'm free, but I still got some other stuff going on, so. Hey, Cole, a separate Cole with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I don't know if that's Cole or it's supposed to be like Cole E or like I don't know. I'm just gonna say Cole because it looks like Cole. So thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Our team consists of all three starters, Gible and Togepi. Did you like reset to trade? I know a lot of people do that. Whatever, you can stay in front. I'm not worried about it. I prefer Dialga, but I respect your opinion. My opinion about what? I also prefer Dialga to Palkia, if that's what you're saying. So don't worry about that. I prefer, I think Dialga is sick. And it helps that my first, or one of the first Pokemon games I ever played was Pokemon Diamond. Like, it wasn't the first. The first was Pokemon Ruby, but I thought I battled him here. Oh, okay. Controlling time is more cool. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Is Shaman strong? Yeah. Well, I mean, yes. Yeah, it is. Gen 4 fan with the follow. Very, very fitting. Welcome in. And Antman254 with the follow as well. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Welcome in. I appreciate those. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. Let me know how your night's going. I hope everyone's having a good night. Where's the meme god? What meme god? You've summoned the Gen 4 fan. I've summoned a lot of people tonight, apparently. So, apparently I have magic powers, so. What do you... Would you like to join a group? No, I don't need to join a group. Do you blaze or infernape more? I don't know what that means, Abyss. My bad. But, also, all three starters are... Hold on, I missed the... Used to hate when they would try to make us choose, like, what if we want all three of them? No, I get that, especially Gen 4 starters. I would use all three of them if I could, but I don't feel like resetting and doing all that. Oh, God, Bidoof. I'll get him eventually, because I will need one. Is there 4? I thought there was only 3, or did I only do 2? Oh, that's right, I only did 2, because there's the one in the, or not in the building, but he's right here in front. Whoops. I was trying to hit B to skip. Stop moving. Are we beating the whole game today? No, not the whole game. Especially because there's no speed up or anything for me, so no, this will take a minute. Gen 4 is so good. So that's what I was saying earlier. I don't like Gen 4, like, at all. I only like Pokemon Platinum. Pokemon Platinum is extremely goated. I love Platinum. But Gen 4 as a whole is eh. Like, Platinum hard carries the generation for me. By the way, I don't know if I've said this yet. Jubilife City, best city OST in the whole series, in my opinion. So it's comforting, but yet somehow still feels lively, but it's not overbearing. Like, Platinum is a part of Gen 4. I know Platinum's a part of Gen 4. That's what I'm saying. I don't like Gen 4. I love Pokemon Platinum. As a game by itself, just Pokemon Platinum. Gen 5 stinks, in my opinion. I mean, that is an opinion, for sure. Guys, he's in denial. It's not just a river in Egypt, but... Big, you've named 3 Gen 5 cities, and you still haven't even named the Gen 5 city with the best OST. Or town. Where am I going? This way now. I got the Poketch. I forgot about this and I didn't save. This is where you battle him. No. That's good. Gen 5 is fire. I agree. Gen 4 and 5, the one thing I will say, or whatever, that I do like about Gen 4 is almost every single one of them has an absolute banger for an OST. So it's Driftveil. Completely forgot about Driftveil, but Driftveil is up there too. No, it's is it a Cumula Town or whatever? The Furret Walk song. Fantastic song. Different reason. But Cumula Town is overrated. Big, get out of this stream. Yeah, okay, I didn't even see you say Cumula Town. I only read the Driftveil message, but no. What Pokemon game are you playing and what can I play it on? I'm playing a Pokemon Platinum version, and you can play it on a Nintendo DS or a Nintendo 3DS, technically. But Gen 5 kind of stinky. Cole, I think you're just rage baiting at this point. I think you're just rage baiting. I think that's all it is. Their starters are doo-doo. I will agree with that. Gen 5 starters are bad. What's your opinion on the remakes like Brilliant Diamond? Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are not good. I'm not going to fault anyone who likes them. I like them, but I can objectively say they are not good. For a plethora of reasons. But Gen 5 has horrible designs for Pokemon? Horrible is harsh. There's some really bright diamonds in the rough, but there are also some rough in the rough. It's only because people only know those songs because of memes, not because of black and white. I mean, that may be true for Cumula, but Driftveil has always been popular. That just only recently, like, popped up as, like, a big thing again, you know, for whatever, but... Don't project him having fun when we're both playing Gen 4. I mean, I'm having fun too, but, like... But you come in here, you oppose every single opinion, you know, it just seems like you're rage baiting a little bit, but Mayan TX with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. Brilliant Diamond is a good game. It's just not innovative and it's not good compared to Horas. But no, I agree with that. It's not innovative. It's a one-to-one copy that didn't need to. Wow, I cannot hurt this thing. That's really unfortunate. Well, if I can't hurt it, it's not going to be able to hurt me either. So I'm not mad or anything. My bad. No, you're fine, Cole. I'm just giving you crap. It's not special, but it's a good game because Diamond is a good game. Saying Diamond is a good game is questionable. Platinum is a fantastic game. Diamond is just Platinum, but worse in every possible conceivable way. Gen 5 glazed too much. I will agree Gen 5 gets glazed too much. Like, it's the best game in the series. They're the best games in the series, but people treat them like they're the only games in the series that are ever worth playing and are the only ones that matter. And that's not true. Every game in the series is good. Black and White are just the best of them. The best. Sinnoh walked so Unova could run and beat it in the marathon. Sinnoh walked so Unova could complete a triathlon. That's what happened. Alright, whatever. Let's just start hitting this thing. We're not going to do very much, so... Yep, that's 1 HP. Sinnoh also gave us Legends Arceus, guys. No, it didn't. Hisui gave us Legends Arceus. Why do I keep getting critical hit? Why couldn't I have critical hit him? The world may never know the answer to either of those questions. But no, if you want to be pedantic and specific, Hisui gave us Legends Arceus. Okay, now I crit him for 5 damage. How is he minus 5 attack and he is still doing 3 damage per hit? I know he's 4 levels above me, but still. Same thing, different name. Tell that to the Hisuian forms. They're Hisuian forms. They're not Sinnoh forms. They're Hisuian forms. But like Night DayZ said, Gen 5 does deserve a little bit of glaze because people are... Can I stop getting crit? I didn't save before this. Gen 5 got torn apart for the longest time from people that didn't read and just assumed it was a boring game, especially when they got a remake that was basically the same thing. So... It's literally the same region. Technically, it's not the same region if you don't count the fact that there's no towns. A lot of the areas are more wide open due to lack of, you know, civilization, which actually leads to different Pokemon. Like, I don't know. I feel like every Sinnoh team has Staraptor and Luxray. I know, but it's for a reason. They're cool and they're good. I don't know what to say. Double crit is crazy. I know. Gen 5 getting torn apart is deserved. All right. Let me ask you guys this. Why do you think Gen 5 is so bad? Like what in specific about Gen 5 is so awful? I'm genuinely curious because the design of the Pokemon, all right, I get that, but that's a reason to hate the whole... Okay, I will give you that for Black and White because they force you to use their Pokemon until the post-game or whatever. But Black and White 2 doesn't. So you can't say Gen 5 as a whole is bad because Black and White 2 don't force you to use... Like, you wouldn't have to use a single Pokemon from Black and White or from Unova in Black and White 2. Those ones are too expensive, though. You act like any Pokemon fan actually pays to play games anymore. Like, let's be real here. If you don't already own a copy of the games, you're not buying a copy of the games. Piracy just doesn't hit the same. No, trust me, I agree. I'm playing on a DS right now. Official cartridge game on a DS right now. So I agree. I'm with you on that. But to say that everyone is like that is just is just not true, especially in the Pokemon community. Angel with the follow, thank you so much. Welcome in. Never played Plat before? You just get a starter handed to you? Brody, check if you're ready. Yeah. Yep. There's a reason everyone uses the same Sinnoh team, and it's not because they're good. No, it's partially because they're good. Gen 5 is good, but it's not better than Gen 4, and that is 100% the truth. I mean, I don't agree. Like I said, I have Gen 5, all the Gen 5 games, because I feel like they kind of go together. Like, you kind of really can't have one without the other. I have all those in my 1. But Gen Platinum specifically is right in my 2. Like, it's a good game, but it's not number 1. So I don't think they're that far off if you want to go, like, Platinum story as Gen 4 as a whole or whatever, and then Black and White. Like, they're not that far off. But I don't think, like, they're, like, I don't know. How do you get all 3 starters? The only way I know that you could get all 3 is you would have to, like, something's dying here. I guess my starter. Yeah, whatever. But you'd have to, like, reset your game and trade them and stuff, but so funny, I'm scrolling and I'm also playing this game. Curtis, you're about the 5th person to say that tonight. Tell you the same thing I told everybody else. They've probably heard it a million times by now. It's fate. You were meant to be here. So welcome in. This is your new home. I'm glad you could be here. Emerald would be my 1 for Pokemon games, and that's completely understandable. Nothing wrong with Emerald. I love Pokemon Emerald. My only problem with Emerald, if I'm being specific or if I'm being nitpicky, is that it doesn't have the quality of life of the new games. Like, no fairy type, no physical special split, stuff like that. But that's just being nitpicky. Who is that? Jaylon Mitchell with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. Black and White is the best Pokemon experience if it's your first game, because it kind of feels similar. No, I agree. I think Black and White are fantastic options for someone who's new to Pokemon. They're not overbearing, but they're accessible enough to, like, the average person that wouldn't know what's going on, that they would be able to intuit it pretty quickly. Grinding is easy because they give you an auto-know on, like, every route, so you don't have to worry about being, like, under-leveled and wanting to quit because you can't do anything. You just got, you know, it's annoying to have to grind auto-knows, but a little bit of annoyance versus trying to force your way through a game is terrible. A lot of the new Pokemon are good and are strong from the beginning, which they kind of have to be, because another big problem with Unova is that a lot of their Pokemon evolve at really high levels. Like, Pawniard does not evolve until level 54, and you catch it at, like, level 30-something. You're not getting a Bisharp before the post-game. Or right before. So, like, that is a big problem with Gen 5. I will see that. So, but that also means a lot of their Pokemon are strong from the beginning, so. Sinnoh is timeless? I will agree, but to say Gen 5 is not timeless is also, you know. Is this on Twitch? Yes, Curtis. I did not see that message. Sorry. I'm a little behind on chat. I'm going back through. But yes, I am live on Twitch as well. Twitch is right there. Or up. Yeah, it's right there. Right there on all my stuff for TikTok. If you want to go there. Late night, huh? Yeah. I started late, so I'll stream late. Not a big deal to me. Do you mind people who emulate? No. I'm not going to be above it and say I haven't done it in the past. But I will only ever emulate a game if I own the game. And if I can, I try to emulate from the, like, ROM or whatever, like, the cartridge that I own. But that being said, no, if you don't, I understand, especially now, prices and stuff are crazy. Dude Star 212, I'm assuming that's you, Curtis, with the follow on Twitch. Thank you so much. If that's not you, well, thank you, Dude Star, for following. I appreciate that. But yeah, no, with prices and stuff, how they are now. What's up, bro? It is. All right, welcome in, welcome in. No, I don't blame anyone for, if that's their only option to play a game and they want to play the game, be my guest. Scarlet was my first. I never really had a console. I had a Wii when I was younger, but never a DS. No, I get that. I get that. I mean, I feel like it's a lot of people's because, like, how do I explain this? Pokemon kind of fell off after, I think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon really peeved a lot of people because it's just Sun and Moon again. Like, they didn't even want to play it to see the differences. So a lot of people quit. And then Sword and Shield came out, and a lot of people thought it was terrible. So I think a lot of people didn't get back into it. Well, then Scarlet and Violet came out and was like a big new thing. People, you know, liked it, so a lot of people picked it up. So I think that's where a lot of people got back into it. In my experience, people I've spoken to. So like, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but that's just the people I've talked to in the community. Like, if they quit, it was because of they played Sun and Moon. Like, they bought Sun and Moon on release or whatever, played Sun and Moon, and then when Ultra Sun and Moon were released and the changes were minimal, like, it's just a new, like they just felt it was a slap in the face to release a full new game that was basically just the same thing. So they quit. Or they just didn't buy Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They wanted to wait and see how Sword and Shield did to see what people said about it before they bought it, because the same thing, they figured it was going to be bad, or they didn't want to buy their money on something that they didn't even know if it was going to be good. So they didn't buy it. People didn't like Sword and Shield, so they didn't buy it. So then they waited, and then they either wanted to get back into it, so they bought Scarlet and Violet, or they heard people like Scarlet and Violet, so they did that. Like, I don't know. That's just the people I've talked to have said they quit in Gen 7 for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and came back in Gen 9 for Scarlet and Violet. All right, Big. Platinum isn't trash. You don't got to go that far, but I will agree that the prices are a bit too high. Yeah, we are being civil here. Let's not let's not, you know, be too over the top. But yes, I think we're doing good. We're not. No one's, you know, said anything too bad. If they did, I would stop it. Don't worry. But yeah, I mean, if I can keep up, I'm trying to keep up with chat. But I like the Piplup choice, and Polion is dope. Appreciated that, Harrison. Yeah. Gen 8 would have been nuts. Would put so much money on it. The games don't even Pokemon main focus anymore. It's the cards. I wouldn't say that right now. I think they're putting a lot of focus on the cards because that's bringing in a ton of money. I wouldn't say it's their main focus though. I think they're still focusing on the games a lot, but sitting here watching a live stream on Platinum and doing more than trying to hate on it is crazy. Well, Big's been here since Gen 2, so he's a regular. I know him, or, well, I don't know him, but, like, he's been here for a while, so he's just here to support. I appreciate it no matter what. Gen 4 doesn't belong in the top 3 list of games, to be honest. I wouldn't put all of Gen 4. I would not put Gen 4 as a top 3 generation, personally. I would put Platinum as a top 3 game. But that's just me. Didn't mean to start a war. I just wanted to say Unova was my least favorite and Sinnoh was my favorite. No. You're a good Gen 4 fan. Like I said, no community is, you know, you got to be able to have a little bit of friendly banter, but that's the W, you know the vibes. Well, dude, start Heart Gold, Soul Silver at 1's a red flag, for one. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, let's all agree with this. We can all agree Heart Gold and Soul Silver we want to talk about overhyped games that are just, like, way too overhyped and get too much glaze. Heart Gold and Soul Silver are trash. If we want something we can all agree on, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are trash. That's crazy? I don't think it is that crazy. Play through vanilla, no modification, vanilla Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and tell me how long it takes you to beat the game comfortably. The first time you played it was magical? Yeah, because you were like 7 and you didn't understand what a level curve was. You leveled your starter up to level 50 and then didn't level anything else. That's why it was magical. Then you go back and play and you're like, oh, I actually want to build a team now that I'm older and understand what I'm doing. And then you can't because it's garbage. People used to hate Gen 5, now they love it for some reason. I mean, they love it because it's good. The story is good. If you take the time to read it, it's good. I'm not saying it's without its flaws. We've talked about its flaws. Pokemon are weak. Starters are weak. You know. But... I stole my Platinum from the school's Lost and Found. No. If they were willing to let a good game like Platinum sit around and be put in the Lost and Found, they deserve to lose it. If I had a Platinum back then, or like in school or whatever, if I was stupid enough to bring it to school, I would be clutching that thing for dear life. Starters are so mid for Gen 5. Agrees. Gen 5 starters are trash. The only one that's even good in anything like competitive or anything is Superior, and it's because of its hidden ability, which isn't even available in the main game. Or like in the main story. So no, I agree. Starters are... They were just sharing peak. To play Gen 5, you either played Gen 4 and couldn't get enough, but you didn't want to admit it, or... I mean, I wouldn't say that. In elementary school, someone took the DS out of my back pocket. See, when I was in elementary school, I had a Game Boy Advance that someone tried to steal. Luckily, we knew who it was, and they ended up stealing like a game or two or something from me that I had with it that I never got back, but I got the actual console back, so that was good. You just wasted 200 on actually playing Gen 5. Well, like I said, let's be honest with ourselves. We know the Pokemon community. They're not paying to play Gen 5. If they don't already own Gen 5, they're not playing to pay. Or they're not paying to play Gen 5. Sinnoh was the last classic era Pokemon game. Depends on what you define as classic. I would argue Emerald was the last classic era. I would argue Sinnoh starts the new. So like, if we're doing this, we talked about history a little bit earlier, so I'm going to break this into history. Generations 1 through 3, including Emerald, are like the Stone Age, and Emerald was like the first person that realized you could refine metal and iron and stuff. So Emerald launched into Gen 4 and 5, which were like the Iron Age, the Bronze Age, the golden ages of civilization. And then Gen 6 was like the Dark Ages, where everything was going good and then it crashed. Then Gen 7 was the Renaissance and the beginning of like the new ages of stuff. And then I'd say starting in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and then to now are like the modern age, technological age. They're trying to make new innovations of everything, you know. Like everything has to be a brand new experience, you know. They're always looking for how they can be better than the last, even if it isn't always actually better than the last. Like, my friend has to borrow my Heart Gold and Diamond for 20 bucks and then left the state the next day. I believe that's grand theft if you cross state lines, so I'd take him to court. What system do you play on? I play on a new Nintendo 2DS. Is what I stream from. If I see Gen 5 for cheap, I'm going to get it, though. I mean, I would. I own Gen 5, and I would buy it if I saw it for cheap, because I just resell it. If you find like a Gen 5 game for like 10 bucks at a yard sale or garage sale or something, like someone's just selling it, oh, my kid doesn't play it anymore, so we're just selling it. You could literally put it on eBay and make like 150 bucks overnight. Like at that point, it's a business investment or a monetary investment more than a what's it called? More than like a personal investment. Black and white average around 80 to 100. I mean, okay, so even if you found one at a garage sale for 10 bucks, that's still 70 bucks minimum. If I see any cheap Pokemon game, I'm gonna buy it. Well, that's true too. Any Pokemon game is gonna go for a lot. It's just certain ones go for a lot more nowadays. Rose Gary V. No, I'm not stingy or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, that'd be like seeing a first edition Holo Charizard sitting in a box and someone saying, even if it's not mint condition, if it's even like a little bit in good condition, as long as it's not bent all to crap. Seeing that in a box of Pokemon cards and being like, oh, how much is this? And then being like, oh, it's $1. Like, why would you not invest in that when that's like a $10,000 card? Like, do you play other games on this channel? So I don't right now. I'm marathoning a bunch of Pokemon leading up to ZA later this year. Which, I mean, I'll probably be done before that. Okay, finally you got Wing Attack. That's what I was waiting for. Why are you getting so much? What did I wasn't even paying attention to what I just beat that gave me that much experience. But after I'm done with all that, I don't know. I might play some more Pokemon, might play some other stuff. I play a lot of other games, so it really just depends on what people want to watch, what people want to see. I want to, dang it. I want to listen to my audience and my community. I hate scalpers and resellers. Why join them? I mean, at that point, if you see something for cheap, like 10 bucks, and you sell it for what it's worth, that's not being a scalper or a reseller. That's just, like, there are people that buy antiques and stuff like that all the time. They buy like a comic book or whatever, like, and it's like the first edition, the first one a famous author ever wrote, and they buy it because they know how much it's really worth. Just because you see someone selling something for less than what it's worth doesn't mean that, you know, you can't sell it for what it's worth when you buy it. Like, just because you buy something for 10 bucks doesn't mean you have to sell it for less than 10 bucks because it's not worth that much. No, it's worth more. Got my platinum at a bookstore for 80 bucks. Good deal. That game goes for 200. Yeah, that's an insane deal. Is Pokemon Platinum the same story as Pokemon Diamond and Pearl? Yes and no. It's the same baseline story, but the actual, like, in-depth parts, and there's some big differences in the climax. I work all the time. I only play 2 games, Minecraft and Pokemon. I mean, that makes up a lot of my my schedule too. Those two, just because they're easy to play, you know, on the go. So, or not on the go, but like in between, when you have a lot of places to go, you can, you know, drop 5 minutes into Minecraft and not have to worry about, you know, not getting anywhere like stuff. Do you like Blaze or Infernape? Abyss, I don't know what that means. Is that like for a nickname? I don't know what Blaze or Infernape more means. But. Do you have Pokemon Home, Pokemon Bank? Yes, I do. Blaziken or Infernape more? Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Probably Infernape over regular Blaziken. Honestly, probably Infernape over Mega Blaziken too. I'm not the biggest Mega Blaziken fan, but check me your Discord. I run an SP. Dude Star, if you stick around, I'm hopefully, especially like I said, now that I don't have as much going on, I'm hopefully going to be starting up my own Discord server soon, where I can, you know, have people come in and stuff. I haven't had time to get around to it like everything else, but this debate conversation was actually fun. I agree. I think civil discussions, and thank you for the follow, Cole. Welcome in. I think civil discussions and debate and stuff is always fun. That's why I see all these things online of like politicians and like people who are on one side of the spectrum yelling and screaming at the other side. Oh, you're so wrong. This is all wrong. And it's like, why can't we all just be civil and just talk about things? Why do we have to yell about things? Why do we have to tell everyone else they're wrong? Why can't we, you know, accept each other's viewpoints, or even maybe, crazy idea, consider changing our viewpoints if we get some data that, you know, or some ideas that actually, you know, make sense? Why can't we consider, you know, maybe they can be right about something? Why does everyone have to be wrong? Why can I be the only one that's right? Like, make sure to get the free Eevee and Heart Home. Yeah, I will. I'm not gonna use it, but I will get it. Just send me your Discord so I can send you a link. I think, hold on, I'm checking. I'm pretty sure if you just add Redwood on Discord 2Ds for both, like how my username is, I'm 99% sure that it adds me. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, there it is. I was like, I'm looking for something. There we go. Yo, Zeno, what is up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Average Shinzi crash out. Add me and send me a link. Send you what? Send you what link? Alright, hold on. What was your... Did you say it? I can't remember. You didn't drop your Discord. Sorry, I'll send you a link. Alright. I was gonna say, you didn't drop your Discord, but... Infernape to go. I will say Infernape is my favorite of the firefighting starters, personally. Emboar is probably my least favorite. I've never really liked Emboar. That's why I'm not picking him for the thing, but... Did you? All right, I'll check that after stream, Dude Star. I'll probably be going for another, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes, depending. So I will get back to you on that, I promise. NVR, that's a new one. I've seen a lot of typos in my day, but that one takes a little bit of the cake. Emboar is one of the worst fire types as a starter. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't entirely disagree. I'm not a huge Emboar fan. Like, let me go through. I hate Charizard, personally. I think it's overhyped as a Pokemon. I think they give it too much love. I would still take Charizard over Emboar. I would take Typhlosion over Emboar. I would take Blaziken and Infernape over Emboar. I would take Delphox over Emboar. I would definitely take Incineroar over Emboar. I would take, I'm blanking on its name. Gen 8 Fire Bunny. I'm blanking on its name. Whatever. I'd take that over Emboar. And I think I would take, oh, I know I would take Skeledirge over Emboar. That's my favorite Gen 9 starter. So yeah, I mean, just objectively, to me, Emboar is the worst fire starter. So no, I don't think that is like a crazy thing to say. Greatest historically bad with picking starters. Do you not see he chose Piplup? Piplup's not even that bad for this one. This time I did not look at matchups or whatever. For Omega Ruby I did, because Mudkip was like objectively the best starter for Omega Ruby. It's super effective against like 6 gyms or something like that. But Blaziken wasn't, so that's why I chose that, because I wanted it to be a little bit more of a challenge. But this one, like, it's strong against Gym 1. Water type. It's weak against Gym 2. What's Gym 3 in this one? This is the one where Gym 3 is fighting, right? Because I remember in Platinum it switches. Is it Gym 3 is Ghost, or is it Gym 3 is... Okay, yeah, Gym 3 is fighting. So let's see. Strong, weak. It won't be an Empoleon yet by Gym 3, so it's neutral. Neutral against Wake. Neutral against Fantina. Technically strong against Byron because his ace is a Bastiodon that's part rock. Neutral against Neutral against the Ice Gym Leader. and then weak to Volkner. So it's not even the good. It's only super effective against one gym technically, maybe two. Oh wait, steel type. So it is super effective against ice type gym leader. So okay, 2. It's strong against 2 of the gym leaders. Cinderace, yes, thank you, Angel Aguero, thank you. Hidden ability superior makes it my fave. That would probably make it my favorite of the 3 too. It's just you have to get the hidden ability, which is, you know, rare nowadays. Is EA gonna be $90? I hope not. I hope it's only gonna be like, I would pay 70 for it. I would maybe pay 80 for it, depending on how much content they put into it. But if it's any more than that, I'll just hold off. He said he likes Delphox's opinion doesn't count. Delphox is cool. It's literally a Firefox witch. Like, I don't think the design is the best, but the concept is really cool. This is how I know y'all don't be liking the stream. There are so many of you and no likes. I mean, that's partially my fault. I'm not one to beg for likes. Likes or gifts. Like, anything you guys want to give is appreciated. I love gifts, you know, it helps out the stream, it helps support me. But I'm not gonna beg. I'm not desperate. I don't want to be one of those people that's like, oh, come on, you guys gotta give me gifts or I'm gonna be homeless. Like, I don't care that much. I appreciate everyone being here, but I could really tell your whole team already. No, you can't. Stop it. I swear, I'm not using the default team. I am not using a Floatzel, a Garchomp, or a Lucario. I swear. I don't know who y'all is because I've been liking just saying, and I appreciate that, Cole. Challenge me to a Smogon random battle. I was gonna choose an Alakazam and a Gliscor. No, I only Gliscor would be on the table. Except I already have a flying type, so I wouldn't. But I only use Pokemon from the generation that I'm playing. That's the partial challenge I'm imparting on myself during this run or whatever, during all these games, is that I can only use Pokemon from the generation that I'm playing. No 2x speed? No, I'm playing on an actual physical DS, so I don't have a speed up. That's the worst challenge ever? No, it's not. It's great. Because it forces me to not use... Otherwise, I would use like a Gyarados in every generation, a Lucario in every generation it's in. You know, you'd use the same Pokemon a bunch because they're just the best, but... You do realize these Pokemon are also Sinnoh Pokemon, but they're not. They're not from Gen 4. They're in Sinnoh, but they're not from Gen 4. I'm playing Diamond now, want Fire as my starter. That's a good choice for Diamond. There's not very many Fire type options in that game, so that's a good choice. Enjoy your 2 Fire types. How are you streaming off DS? Just curious. Streaming your capture software. Same as any other person who streams off a DS. Like, Pichu is a Gen 4 Pokemon? No, Pichu is a Gen 2 Pokemon. It's in the game, it's also in Sinnoh, but it's not from Sinnoh. That's what I'm saying. My bad, had too much beer. Hey man, you do you. We don't judge around here. What are you playing on? A new Nintendo 2DS. Gotta go off to the mine. The children yearn for the mines. You give me something, right? No, I thought you did. Just remembered Univ was the go-ahead to throw something on the grill. What was he cooking? Yeah, but it's not about where they're native to or whatever, dude star. It's about where they were introduced and where they are from. A Lucario isn't in Johto because it's not from Johto. It's from Sinnoh. It was introduced in Sinnoh. Steve's Lava Chicken. I have not seen that movie. Has anyone here seen the Minecraft movie? Is it actually worth seeing? Is it decent enough? Like, is it not a waste of like 25 bucks if I go and watch it? There we go. Is where Pokemon are native to and where they're introduced different sometimes? I mean, if you want to be like specific, like he's being or whatever, technically any Pokemon that lives in Sinnoh is native to Sinnoh because that's where it's from and it lives. But doesn't mean they were introduced in that generation. Like, if my parents were both from Spain and I moved to the United States, or they moved to the United States and I was born in the United States, I was born, or I am native to the United States, but technically, I may have been introduced in Spain, or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's all about phrasing and pedantics, or not pedantics, semantics. No, it's not worth it. Is this a raw playthrough? Yes, completely vanilla, no mods, no speed up. That's a wrong analogy. I know, I'm tired. It's almost 1 a.m. Don't yell at me. Get the keys, my friend. We're hitting the slots. No, we don't need to do that. No, hold on. Stop. Oh, good lord. Someone's gonna end up on a news station tonight. I don't know if that's supposed to be an emoji. I can't see it, but I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. I can't tell what it is on my screen, but I appreciate it. You'll just have to let me know. Totally missed you wrapping up Omega Ruby. Congrats. No worries. I just did it last night. Kind of rushed through it to get to the end. I could have stayed and caught some more legendaries and done some stuff, but if I'm gonna stick around on a game, I'm gonna make sure it's like a game that people want to watch. And I know Platinum is like a fan favorite game, as we've been having the conversation of all night so far tonight. So I'll bring the Sigs and Creed CDs. So Big, I know Tommy in real life. That would work. That would work. Maybe not the Sigs, but the Creed CDs would actually probably have him flooring at 90 down the highway. Happy to be watching Platinum now. I love Platinum. Yes, I know people do. I like playing it. So, I definitely don't mind. We're running exclusively blackjack, though. I mean, slots are rigged, so... Hey, Chris with the share. Thank you so much. Just to let you know, guys, I found this out from another streamer, so I don't know how true it is, but allegedly, if you share the live stream, if you can possibly share it with multiple people at the same time, like tag multiple of your friends, supposedly that helps a lot more with the algorithm. So if you can do that, that's great. If not, I understand, you know, not everyone has 8 friends to send it to, but... Hey, Dario. I'm just going to say Dario. I don't want to butcher your last name, but thank you so much for the follow. Or second name. I don't know if it's your last name technically, but... Oh, look at this guy pulling out percentages. I'm going gambling. You think I care about percentages? See, the thing with blackjack that makes it seem like it is a higher win chance is because it's just easier to play. You're just counting to 21 and then trying not to go over. Homura Lucifer. Thank you for the follow. Oh, great. Here we go. The Creed has started. Did you see my short story on somebody eating Embor? I caught a couple messages, but I didn't catch like the whole thing all at once, so it was kind of out of context for me. But I will have to go back here and read that. When do you get an electric type move? Not that I need one right now. Obviously, it's not going to do anything for me, but... Seeker's going all in on poker, making everyone fold until they catch on. I mean, that sounds like a good strategy, though. Like, if I were sitting across from someone at the poker table and every single hand, no matter what they got dealt, they were going all in, I would be terrified. Because that person either has nothing to lose or everything to lose, and they will lose everything. That person is either like a billionaire who's just there for fun and is just going all in for fun, or there's someone who has literally put every last cent of every credit card they have ever taken out into this gambling and needs to hit it big. And if they don't win, their car may end up, you know, wrapped around a tree, giving it a nice big hug later. So like that would be terrifying. This guy that looked at my repost or he knows ball. And then bro tagged himself. Everyone point and laugh. Ha 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 ha, you tagged yourself. All right. Let's see if we can at least get the first... Okay, I'm not going to get the first gym badge. But... Oh, great. Well, Tommy, he is a 49ers fan. So he's more than likely also a Lakers fan. So you can probably intuit who his NBA GOAT is. That's probably a good thing. It is for you. That's what I'm saying. Watch. Actually, it might not be a good thing. He might pull out like a Kobe or something. Or he might be one of those random people that like thinks it's Steph. I don't know. After we win $1 bazillion, we can buy more beer. Why would you wait till after you win $1 bazillion to buy more beer? Buying more beer is how you win $1 bazillion. Like, come on, Big. You got to think ahead here. You're not thinking like, you're thinking with your heart, not with your head. Your heart wants the money so that you can, afford it. Your head just wants more beer. Speaking of Cade Cunningham, did the Pistons play tonight? No. They played today at 1. Okay. Pistons in 6, boys. Please don't have a Sandshrew. I swear on everything, if you have a Sandshrew, I will lose my mind. Guys, if you have not already, I appreciate you being here. Drop a like on the stream, and if you are so inclined, if you could, I would appreciate it. Go and drop a follow on the Twitch and subscribe on the YouTube. It helps me out a lot getting followers on multiple platforms. So if you could do that, I would appreciate it. If not, no worries. It's not a big deal, but I appreciate that. Final Illusion After is so cool. When I saw Togepi's Final Illusion, it was like... No, don't get me wrong, I like Togekiss too, but something about Star After just hits different. Hey, what's up? First run or Nuzlocke? Neither. Just a casual run through, that's all. Big, I don't know how to take that. Because I see what you're doing here. Of course, his rookie beer, we're brewing our own. Oh, good lord. I think I may have just accidentally made you a friend. Did my first platinum run a month ago. Goated game. It is a very good game. I like it a lot. Welcome into everybody who's just now joining. Appreciate you all being here. Glad you decided to stop by tonight. Your go for streaming platinum. I want to do the same, but I don't have a PC. Well, I'm glad I can play it for you. You can live vicariously through me. I'm happy to be that person. So sharing the XP smart. Yeah, I'm not one of those people. Tommy, you forgot about Brady. Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Joe Burrow. Ow! Don't crit me, loser. What has started in this chat? Aaron Rodgers is overrated? Oh, absolutely. You just missed the first part of this conversation. There's some missing context here that would add it. It would all add up in your head the second you might be. No, you're good. Just think about what all the players that we've been talking about have in common, and you'll understand why. I don't support it, by the way. I think this conversation is wild. I'm trying to stay out of it, but I'm just saying there is a common denominator there that I'd rather slam a card to a treat. Tommy, you know Devin Booker is from Detroit, right? Like, he actively supports Detroit teams. Like, I would not mind. Devin Booker and Cade Cunningham on the same floor would feed millions. Like, such a baby. Everyone in the NBA is a baby. I'm surprised Jalen Brunson isn't in a neck brace. I'm surprised Shea isn't. Shea's out shooting free throws right now. Like, and now Jackson Dart. Exactly. Jackson Dart and Eli Manning are like, if Book gets traded, I'm never watching basketball again. I don't even think he has to get traded at this point. Like, I think he might just leave. I don't think he wants to be there. And trust me, I'm from Michigan, so I'm a Michigan State fan, and the owner of the Suns is a Michigan State alum or whatever, and like a big donor to Michigan State. I think that team is ran horribly. So I would not even be surprised if he just wants to, like, leave. Booker isn't a point guard. He needs to get back to the 2. Yeah. I mean, even if he is a point guard, I think splitting him and having him and Cade both out there running like a 2-guard set for that, like either one of them as point, could work fine. If SGA wins MVP, we truly lost the revolution. The sad thing is he will, because they don't want to give Jokic his, like, what is it, 4th MVP in 5 years. And the only one he missed was fake because Embiid somehow won it. Embiid did not deserve that MVP. But if Jokic doesn't win MVP, something is wrong. It's the same as the NFL the last 2 years, where the person who actually deserves it didn't win it. Josh Allen deserved it last year, but they gave it to Lamar, and Lamar deserved it this year, but they gave it to Josh Allen because they didn't give it to him last year. My only experience with Michigan athletes is Jake Moody. No, trust me. That's all you need to know about Michigan athletes. Once Bradley Beal's contract, the Suns can rebuild. Yeah, but isn't that like extended out through like 2027 or something at least? So you still got like a couple years on that? Yes, I did. Week 1 of the fantasy season last year, I was up by like 19 points going into Monday Night Football. Week 1, I thought, and the only person my opponent had left was Jake Moody. And I thought, no way Jake Moody puts up 20 points and beats me. And he put up like 27 week 1. Three missed field goals from 30 against Tampa. I was fuming. That's the thing about Moody, that because like I said, I'm a Michigan State fan, so I watched a lot of Michigan football. Even when he was at Michigan, sure, he could nail a 60-yarder every once in a while, like dead center, but then he would also shank it wide right on like a 41-yarder. Like wide right. Or wide left. Like either way, he could shank it both ways. So it's like, why would you want like, yeah, I don't know. Black Shinobi with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. That's how fantasy be. Oh, I know. Oh, trust me. I'm no stranger to losing. So, fun fact. Only like 3 players have ever gone for over like 70 points in a week in fantasy or whatever. One was like Adrian Peterson back in like 2012 or something. Two of the others. The other 2 have been Jamar Chase. I played against Jamar Chase. Both weeks, he put up 70 points. I had Kamara on his Christmas game a few years ago, down 40. Greatest day of my life. I think I was I was against Kamara one week. He put up 50. Or like it was like 42 or something like that. It may not have been quite 50, but yeah. Nope. I've been against him too. Every time I play against a person, I go against one of their players having their career best game. Without fail. Every single week. Benched Shawan the week he put up 50 against the Rams week 3, and that would be my luck too. I benched Jaden Reed week 1 because the Packers were playing the Eagles. He put up 33 points. I started him the next week because he put up 33 points. He put up 4 points the next week. I saw someone, who you think win in the finals? If the NBA finals, I don't know. It's probably the Celtics again. Celtics are... I think the Lakers could make a run just because the refs love them and they actually have, good players. They just got to stay healthy through series and actually close out games. I don't watch a lot of the NBA. I catch some highlights and stuff, though, so... Started Ramondre Stevenson the week he put up a third of a point. Yikes. Yeah, nope. I've had guys put up 0 before. Ironic, a Lions fan would have a Chicago Bears player, but I had Cole Kmet this last year. One week, he put up 25 points and saved my week. He won me the week. He went 3 straight weeks. He put up 1 point across all 3 weeks. He had 2 zeros and a 1-point performance the next 3 weeks, and I started him all 3 weeks because I thought, surely there's no way he does as poor as he did last week every single week. Oh, yeah, football gets me. I am a man. Football is my weakness, and I could talk about it for hours about how, the irritating, especially fantasy is. Ooh. All right, let me buy some supers. I don't actually have any potions, right? I didn't. Oh, no, I do. Okay. I don't need any more balls right now. Yeah, let me actually pay attention to what I'm doing, playing the game, instead of just talking about football. Oh, I do have a pearl. Nope, not. Double inputs, double inputs. Or not double inputs, but like me spamming. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I hate everything. You're a Cowboys fan, so your team hates you. That's what it is. Don't worry. Like 5 or 10 more years, your team will be run much, much better than it is now. Don't worry. You just gotta hold out. Jerry will never die. Probably not. He probably injected some of his oil winnings straight into his blood. But we can hold out hope. Until he left, I cried. Yeah, that's on your organization, though. Because, you know, heaven forbid they pay a quarterback $40 million to hand off to a $20 million a year running back. And instead of being like, oh, well, obviously Saquon's worth $20 million, instead of being like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, why wouldn't they have gone retrospective and been like, well, maybe Daniel Jones isn't worth $40 million a year? The Niners-Cowboys Sunday night game every year is fire. Yeah, because the Niners always win because the Cowboys are trash. Giants and generational talents don't go very well together. They gonna fumble Abdul Carter somehow? Okay, I'm gonna be real though. The Giants' defense is terrifying. They got Brian Burns and Abdul Carter coming off the edge with Dexter Lawrence in the middle. If anyone can put up more than 50 yards a game on the Giants this year, rushing yards, I will be thoroughly impressed. I seriously think that may never happen. Maybe Saquon could probably do it. Okay, so actually they play him twice, so maybe Saquon could do it. I would be very, very impressed if anyone else can actually put up more than like 50 yards rushing on the Giants. Like, that D-line is terrifying. Ba-ba-bum. And the O-line is just garbage. Well, we don't talk about the offense. You have no offensive line, and your quarterback is a guy who throws passes closer to the dirt than he does to his receivers. But your defense looks great. All right. Should put Starly in front here, but I'm not going to because I don't care. Dude Star, are you still here in chat, by the way? Because I just checked Discord for a second. I don't have a friend request from you, so I don't know if you haven't sent it yet or not. But if you can't get me or anything, if you want to post yours or send yours, I can add you too. Whatever works, but you'd be better having Stevie Wonder on the field instead of Russell Wilson. Unpopular opinion, I don't think Russ was the problem in Pittsburgh last year. Like, I definitely think they should have stuck with Justin Fields when he was going on the run he was going on, but I think Russell Wilson did not have a lot of help. I mean, the running backs were what? Najee Harris and Jalen Warren, who isn't terrible, but then on top of that, you know, you have George Pickens, who can't help but try to punch the closest person to him every time he sees someone. Like I just don't think he had a lot of help. And granted, he's not going to get a lot of help in New York, but I'm just saying I don't think he was the problem. can't wait to see Jameis throwing dimes to neighbors in week 18 when they're already eliminated. Oh, and they're going to be like 50-yard dots, too. Jameis is going to hit like one of like the... and just chuck it, and it's somehow going to go in. Don't clip. No one clip that. No one... I can already see you people wanting to like record that or do it. Like, no, don't do it. So nostalgic. Yeah. I agree. Dude, I cannot get enough of this music. Mooshing on his fingers when he's hanging 40 on the Chiefs defense. He's the only man that can. The hero we really needed. But not the hero we deserved. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Who are you? Oh. Do you care for BDSP? I feel like it wasn't so bad. I mean, I agree it wasn't so bad. Some people treat it like it was the worst thing in the world. I don't think it was that, but I don't, I'm not the biggest fan of it. If someone offered me BDSP or like $100, I'd just take the $100 and buy a different game. Alex with the follow as well. Thank you so much. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Bum, bum, bum. All right, grab that. Who's in front? What do you think your last three Pokemon will be? I know what my last three Pokemon are going to be, don't worry. I will reveal them when the time is right. Sorry, I was reading something real quick. Yeah, leer me all you want. You're intimidated anyways. Cynthia is probably the hardest champion to beat throughout the Pokemon games. Yeah. I mean, I can see that. I would agree with that. Because, like, I mean, we're talking champions. Your rival is... He's alright. He's decently hard in Gen 1. Lance is just kind of whatever in Gen 2. If you actually have an Ice type, he's pretty easy to beat. But Steven's decently hard in Gen 3. But Cynthia is a whole new thing in Gen 4. Gen 5, Alder is really, like, easy and really bad, but Gen Iris and Gen in Black and White 2 is decently strong. Diantha's a pushover. The Gen 7 pseudo-champion people, none of them are overly hard. So, yeah, no, I agree. Platinum, one of my favorite games ever. Me too, me too. I hear ya. And guys, if you don't want to miss a single thing, make sure you drop a follow here on Twitch and on YouTube so you don't miss out on any of my content. Oh boy, Magikarp. Whatever will I do? No, don't splash. You're gonna make a mess. Bum, 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 bum. No, you are the one that has a Badoo or something. I know that for sure. Right? Badoo? Correct? Whoops. Dang it, I keep forgetting. Oh, don't poison point me. Don't poison point me. Okay. I mean, you still have a chance to do it on the wing attack, but... No poison point. No poison point. No poison point. Yes! Dodged it. We're good. Oh, hey, that's right. Can I find him here? I need a Bidoof now. No, Bidoof. Bidoof. Not Badoo, Bidoof. I understand where the confusion comes in, but that's not what I said. Show me a normal rodent. There we go. Who else we got besides Starly? I don't know if you can see the team on whatever layout. I don't know how you're watching, but I got it on there. But else we got a Shinx and a Piplup just right now. Really? You are a Bidoof. Stay in the ball. Alright. You are not worth this. Red Anthony, what is up? Welcome in, welcome in. Dude! You are a level 4 Bidoof. Stay in the ball. You're kidding. You are actually joking, dude. I expect this from Entei. I don't expect this from a Bidoof. Heck, I can't Rayquaza in less balls than this. This is actually getting ridiculous now. Five balls. Or, well, this is B6. Dude, what is I didn't save or anything, so I can't even reset. So ridiculous. Tackle him quick. It'll wipe him. I'm 8 levels above him. Dude wants a war, not peace, apparently. Alright, I'm running. I'm finding a different one. Now that I've already wasted 8 balls, you know, but... Or here. I'll tackle just for fun to see if it does anything, but... See? Oh, I crit, too. Wow. Alright, just rub salt right in that wound there, huh? I'm shiny hunting... I assume it's supposed to be Litten in Ultra Sun. Well, good luck with your shiny hunt. I know that, well, I think Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon's a little bit easier, but I know regular Sun and Moon, the starter hunts are terrible because you gotta, like, reset, and it's like a 2-minute reset or something like that per thing. So, I wish you luck. You know, I should look this up before I do this again. Florigato Differentiado. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Glad you're enjoying the stream. And Derek with the follow as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Okay, good. I can. Regular Platinum Run or Kaizo Ironmon? Just regular. Regular schmegular Platinum. But I'm on Citrus so I can speed it up. Oh, okay. Well, that would definitely help, but... What are the 3 starters for Platinum? Piplup, Chimchar, and Turtwig are the Sinnoh starters. What's the team looking like? You should be able to see it on the layout. Can everyone see it on the layout, by the way? If not, I can move it. I figured it was available, but here it is. Starly, Shinx, and Piplup. Chimchar, best Sinnoh starter? Yeah, maybe. I can see it. Alright, cool. I just wanted to make sure, because if not, I would move it happily so that people don't have to, like, ask all the time. But it's good. I see it perfectly now that you said it. Alright, then that's, yeah. No worries, no worries. Just want to, you know, have the best content for all of you guys, and, you know, wouldn't want to be like, oh, yo, look at the team thing, and then you can't actually see it, so. Is Sinnoh region on... Sinnoh the region on... Yes, yes. On Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, yes, is Sinnoh region. Thank you. Ah. 7 Pokeballs and a dream. Are you playing on an emulator? No, I'm playing on a new Nintendo 2DS. Dude. This is a little ridiculous at this point. If it growls me like twice, maybe I'll try to tackle it, but... Thank you. Oh my lord, that's what should have happened the first time. Oh. Trying to play the old games and starting Gen 4. Should I play Plat next? What are you playing? If you're starting with Gen 4, I would say play Platinum. But if you're already playing like Diamond or Pearl, I mean, if you play Platinum, I think it's worth it, but it's going to be a lot of the same stuff. I'm just warning you. But just finished Emerald. All right. If you just finished Emerald, I would play Platinum. Yes, yeah, I would recommend Platinum next. Wow, I just realized 2 of you guys said just finished Emerald or that you're on Emerald. Personally, wouldn't do Bidoof, but I love your team so far. He's just here for moves, don't worry. Not a part of the team. I just didn't want to have to teach Rock Smash to one of my Pokemon right now. Appreciate it, Goat. No worries, no worries. That's what I'm here for. Zubat is in like every game. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Crobat. I think Crobat is sick, but Zubat is a little whack. And Justin with the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And J-Bo Drizzle with the follow as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, guys. I tried to stop, and the thing held my input a little longer. Surprisingly, it's not in Scarlet or Violet. Is it not in the DLC? I thought it was in the DLC, but I could be wrong. Oh, excuse me. The thing about it now, though, is that there's no caves for it to spawn every 5 steps in, so you know it's not as good as it once, or not as annoying as it once was. Gotta love a good Pokemon playthrough. Can't resist them. I'm especially for reiterating my love for Pokemon. Well, then you came to the perfect spot, because that's all about what I'm trying to do. I've been playing through every Pokemon game. I kind of distanced myself from it for the last year, especially when there was we got no news about new ones or whatever. I could have taught Double Team, but so I kind of distanced myself from it, and now I'm getting back into it and replaying through all this stuff. So I'm kind of doing that same thing, just kind of getting myself back into it, easing myself back in. So, top 3 best games? Are you asking? And specifically Pokemon or overall? But I love the Black and White series. Oh no. Well, I don't think Cole's here anymore. Yeah, the whole first like hour and a half of this stream was a debate between Gen 4 versus Gen 5 and which is better and stuff. So, but no, I agree. I also love the Black and White series. I don't think they're underrated. I think that people give them plenty of love. But yes, they are very good. We might replay Platinum, but I have to create a backup file. I mean, if you want to do it, do it. Don't let things stop you. They're good games. I meant Platinum being one of the top 3 in Pokemon games. Okay, I figured. Yeah. Nope, that's true. Agreed. 100%. Always got to run repels because of Zubats. For sure, for sure. Only so many times you can hear that. Gen 3 is the best in my opinion. Gen 3 is up there. I wouldn't say it's the best, but okay. Well, this is really awkward. So, I mean, thoughts on emulators? Obviously, I encourage people to play on official hardware wherever they can, you know, piracy and all that. But I understand why people do it. I would never shame someone for doing it if that was their only way of playing. Like, I would rather someone be forced to emulate to enjoy a game that they want to enjoy than not play the game and, you know, want to play it and, you know, all that. Like, if you want to play a game and you want to enjoy it, and emulating is the only way to do it, I mean, I'm not going to shame you for it. I just don't recommend it, but I'm back. Head to not go to the casino. Might need to take you and his keys. Play Pokemon all the way until Pokemon White when I was younger, then haven't played since. I miss it. You're missing out on a lot of fantastic stuff. I mean, if you played Pokemon White, you got like some of the best the series has to offer. But some of the new stuff is like chef's kiss. Ever tried Poke MMO? I have. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's just it's weird with how the different systems and stuff are in that. So. If you guys are here, welcome in. I'm so glad you are joining us on this fine night. If you could do me a favor, if you're so inclined, and drop a follow over here on Twitch and YouTube, that would mean a lot to me. It helps me on my other content, guys. I'm going to have a lot of content coming out in the next couple weeks and months. So yeah, I would really appreciate that. If you guys feel so inclined to do that for me, I would love that. But yeah, obviously, no, you're not required to. Just wanted to drop that out. Story got high before my driver's test, failed and had to do it again. I got my license really late because I only lived literally 2 minutes away from my high school. So my mom would just drop me off every day on her way to work. I had no reason to drive, and if I had to, I could just walk home. It'd be like a 30-minute walk because I was like, maybe not 30 minutes, but like it was like a mile that I had to walk. So like I could walk home if I had to. So I never got my license for the longest time. But when I finally did, I was literally like I need to get this right. So no, I could have never done that. Noah Abling? No, Noah with the follow. Thank you so much. I should have got rid of Water Sport. I don't know why I didn't, but what are you playing on? I'm playing on a new Nintendo 2DS. Am I crazy for thinking Pokemon was never going to evolve from 2D to 3D? I mean, to some people it never did. Some people think that everything, you know, was better beforehand, but Hey, look, we already got our first evolution. Why are you so big? Well, that's how you fit in there now. Don't tell that one dude I can't go to the casino nor can I drink. No worries. He probably legally shouldn't be allowed to do some of those things, but it's alright. Snapping is killing me on these layouts. There we go. Dang it. Bet your bottom dollar I'm hitting slots first thing after I graduate, and welcome to why America is in debt. It's bad enough we gotta pay off student loans. You're really wanting to go hit the slots that badly? Also, don't you have to be 21 to gamble in most states? Should I put in my nephew on a Pokemon Platinum? He couldn't even read the text. Yeah, I get that. It's gotta choose you. You can't choose it. High school is wedged in between a casino and the Cardinal Stadium. Hope there's a mental hospital not too far away too, because it sounds like you need one. Hearing after I graduate makes me feel so old. You're telling me I'm only 23. I graduated in 2020 and it still feels like it was like yesterday. That was 5 years ago. Like almost 5 years ago to the day. So like obviously I'm not as old as you, but like I'm saying I feel old. I guess I can't say I don't know how old you are, but I'm assuming just from you saying that you're, you know, older. So 28, graduated in 2015. Yeah, exactly. And I feel old, so I can only imagine how you... What emulator are you using? I'm playing on a new Nintendo 2DS. I'm not using an emulator. Finished plat, it's low-key mid. I wouldn't say it's mid. It's above mid. It's really, really good. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong. All about how you experience it. I just noticed the beanie. That's sick. For sure. It can also swap patch it. Like, this is a patch that can come off. You can swap it. I got a Rayquaza one I was using for a while, but now I got the Giratina to match Platinum, so everybody who's just now joining in, welcome in, welcome in. I see we're going up a little bit. It's a little unfortunate because I was actually just about to wrap up, but if we're gonna go up, I'm gonna keep going. Onion Mass Story with the follow. Thank you. How are you playing this? I'm playing this on my new Nintendo 2DS, and then I'm streaming streaming it to my PC. Guys, everyone who's just now joining in, I hope you're having a fantastic night for one, and for two, yeah, make sure you drop a follow if you're enjoying the content. Always love to have more people in the community, and if you would be so kind as to drop me a follow over on Twitch and YouTube as well, that helps me out a lot with my other content. So, but yes, welcome in, everybody. Standard Sinnoh team incoming? Nope, no, I swear. I know it looks like it now, but these three are the only three. The other three are completely different. I swear. For using a DSi XL. I mean, I would prefer to use like a regular DS, but I can't stream it off of that. This is what I got the capture stuff on, so. Wait, I gotta talk to you first, that's right. Oh, I gotta battle you first? I forgot I had to battle you. Yeah, I was also wanted to switch you, but it's fine. Ow. Don't fake out me, nerd. Oh, we got 2 big mics in here now, huh? Yeah, bet you feel really weird now. Really, that growl actually saved you. Whatever, you did it again, so I can just quick attack here, but... There can only be one. Fight, fight, fight. No, I'm kidding. Chunk. Just here for the show. Get your popcorn. I got tamales. I mean, that's good enough. Like, all right, guys, with that being said, I am going to wrap up stream here. Thank you so much, everybody who joined in. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, make sure you drop a follow on TikTok, on Twitch, and on YouTube. It helps me out a lot, and obviously that way you don't miss any of my content. It is 1:30 a.m. I am very tired, so I am going to go to bed. But yes, I appreciate every single one of you for being here. Thank you so much for all the likes, all the views, all the follows. It means a lot, guys. And yeah, stream it again on Tuesday. Normally I stream on Mondays, but I got some stuff going on the next like 5 Mondays. Like, it's actually crazy. I accidentally signed up for something. I didn't even think about it. That happens on Mondays. So no worries. I'll just stream on Tuesday, Wednesdays. So yes, with that being said, guys, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Yeah. I got nothing else to say. I hope everyone has a fantastic night. And yeah, just thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy yourselves, guys. So, with that being said, have a good night, everybody, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you.